everyone. Just finished my walk. I posted a picture earlier. I baby stepping into the sleeveless top, so even making this video, but there's something different about being like behind a camera or not in front of people that definitely makes it a little bit easier, right? So anyway, baby steps, that is a victory, definitely. But during my walk, I was listening to my audiobook, That More Than Just a Body, and this chapter is talking about self-objectification, and gosh, I swear the chapter was just like written about me. It just hit everything like so on point. But there was just a couple of things that really stood out, and I just wanted to be able to share. So the biggest thing is why it's so important that we're working on changing our mindset, because I just feel like at the end of the day, we truly don't care what anybody thinks about us. It really is a matter of what we think about ourselves. And for example, how many times have somebody given you a compliment that you just kind of push off and you just like, whatever, like you don't buy it, you don't believe it, because you don't believe it. One example that I wanted to talk about was when I was married, my ex-husband, I was thin when I got with him. I gained a lot of weight throughout the marriage. I lost weight. One thing that never changed throughout the marriage is at least how he showed his attraction to me. It never changed. He always flirted with me. He always told me I was hot. He always grabbed my butt. Like it didn't matter the size of my body at any point in time. He never changed how he treated me in that sense. But that didn't matter to me. It didn't matter how many times he would tell me that I was sexy or attractive or hit on me or flirt with me, because in my head, in my mind, those things were not true. Those things were not accurate. Even with me wearing like this sleeveless top, I can imagine that people would be like, you look totally fine. Like you have nothing to worry about. I could have 100 people tell me that, and guess what? It won't matter, because it's what I'm thinking up here. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. And that's why it's just so important that we start working on things up here. And when I'm talking about and sharing my experiences and stuff like that, like right now I am talking about being an overweight woman, because that is where I am at currently. But this is not just the case for overweight women. When I was thin, I still had a lot of these struggles, and I have to imagine that men have a lot of struggles too. And I'm not trying to like say that this doesn't help or happen across the board. This is just where I'm at currently. But anyway, one of the things in the audiobook that it was talking about with the self-objectification was one that somewhere between like 70 and 90% of women do self-objectify, and then it said that like something like 82% of women will not, or will be held back. They won't go participate in some sort of activity because of body images or body image issues and stuff like that. That's 8 out of 10 women will hold themselves back from doing something that they want to do or something that is otherwise fun because of this issue. And that's heartbreaking to me. Like that is sad. And I've done it. I've talked about it like too often. And it talked about, or it had the analogy of like if you were wearing like sopping wet jeans while you were swimming, and that just like your focus would always be on that. Or even imagine wearing like, it's like sopping wet jeans while you're trying to do any sort of task, trying to go to the gym, trying to, I don't know, go to a movie, go to like, I don't know, just anything. Like your focus and your attention would just always be on those wet jeans and how uncomfortable they are. And that's just kind of like the similar feeling that we can have sometimes when we're self-objectifying. Like I can't just sit down in a chair, say I'm out at a play or something. I can't just sit down in a chair or a seat without worrying about like, oh my gosh, can like they see my rolls from the back? Can they see my roll? Like, I don't know, just like so many actions that we do constantly just like have this worry and thought process about how our body looks and is being perceived to other people. And it really is just sad, but it's real. It's real. And so it just really stresses the importance of why we have to start working on that relationship on our own. There is nothing that anybody could say to me that's going to change how I think or feel about myself. The only person that has that ability is me. And so that is what I'm really working on. And if you're in the same boat, I really want you to work on it as well. And it is going to be a process. Like, obviously, like I said, I want to lose the weight, but as I'm working on changing my mindset where, I'm trying to exercise because I want to feel good. But the other part is I want to learn to disconnect always having to think about how my body is looking and how that makes me feel. You think about like being a young child. Can you remember when you were a kid and you could just go out and play? and that was it. You could just go out and play and you didn't give a shit about what you looked like. How nice that was, and how badly I want that back. I just want to go out and play and give 0 F's about what my body looks like. So yeah, just food for thought, things that I'm continuing to work on. And if you're in a similar boat, I would love for you to continue to work on that as well. It's going to take a lot of work because it has been a lifetime of feeling this way. And I don't know, for me personally though, it's work that I'm ready to put in because I am sick of it. I'm sick of it and I'm just done with it. I want to enjoy life. And I want you to enjoy life. So let's keep working on it, you guys.